Whenever you think of Agra, you think of the lovely, beautiful, the seven wonders of the world. Yes, one of the seven wonders of the world, Taj Mahal. But I also think about, yes, the famous Agra Petha. Yes, it's a beautiful, tasty, delicious, sweet or dessert. It's a juicy candy which is very famous all over the world for this Agra Petha. And I have nailed this recipe in a keto version. Yes, it's a bit tedious work, time consuming, not tedious but time consuming, but it's worth the effort. You are just going to love it. Hello and welcome to Magic in My Food. This is Jyoti Dalmia. You know I am practicing as a dietitian, and of which the link has been provided below in the description box. And if you want my consultation, you can fill the form and I will contact you. And also if you want to read, get hold of my video online copy of a beautiful cookbook, Healthy Junk Food. It's a graphy and you're just going to love it. And for that also the link is provided below. So let's begin with the delicious keto Agra Petha. You are going to love it, and before, do watch the full video and then run to the market to get the ingredients, because you are just going to love this keto Agra Petha. So let's begin with it. So for this delicious Indian candy, yes, Petha, it's very good for the health. It keeps your stomach cool. And I'm going to prepare, or basically it is prepared with the delicious ash gourd, which is very nutritious. It helps in digestion, it controls inflammation and also type 2 diabetes. That fruit is, or that gourd is a real good gourd, you can say. Simply slice it into roundels. Well, you can slice it from the middle and then also you can remove the seeds. But I love the shape, see, a round disc will come out and there will be a hole in between. You have to simply remove the soft portion which is there in the middle. Yes. So I'm just slicing it off and see, remove the soft portion completely. I don't want the mushy portion. And now I'm removing the skin of it. Remove the skin so that it is completely white from all sides. And then I'm going to simply slice it into cubes. Yes, small cubes. That is the shape I require for the petha. And now comes the pricking part. Yes, with the help of the fork I am to prick all the sides of the each piece. Yes, prick all the sides of the cube with the help of the fork. Yes, just prick it up. This will help in the osmosis when I am going to dip it in the water solution. I am just pricking it up, so each and every cube has to be pricked. This ash gourd is easily available. It is sometimes called winter gourd even, but over here in India it is available all the year round. And it is very good for the stomach, especially it keeps the stomach cool. So now I am going to transfer this into a big dish and I am going to measure it up. So this is about 277, I am taking it as 275, much easier to calculate. And to that I am going to add some water. This I am measuring, why? Because for you to know that what is the one piece if you eat, what is the calorie of that piece. And secondly, also when you are going to add the chemical lime, yes, I am going to add the tuna or the lime or the, for that also I need to know the perfect. I'm going to just submerge it so that the pieces are easily dipped in the water. And now comes the main part. This is the chemical lime. I am going to add 1 teaspoon according to the quantity. So 275 grams, I am adding 1 teaspoon. You can add alum powder even, that also you have to add 1 teaspoon. What is the work of the chemical lime or the alum? It actually helps in the releasing of the pectin in the ash gourd, which helps in making it more crisp and to absorb more sweetness. Basically in the jam we use pectin to give that texture. Over here the chemical lime would give it will work in giving the texture to this ash gourd. So I am going to soak this. So just mix it up so that the chemical lime mixes up easily. If it isn't possible with the spoon, mix it up with the hand. Just stir it and the chemical lime will dissolve. So just stir it. The water will become slightly white. See. So now I am going to just stir and I am going to just cover it up and keep it like this for at least 7 to 8 hours. Yes, you can keep it overnight even. Basically, it is a bit time consuming, otherwise it's very easy to prepare. So you can prepare a big batch of it and you can enjoy it. After 8 hours, I am going to wash it. That is the main part of it. Yes, I have to wash it at least 7 to 8 times simply to remove that lime flavor from the ash gourd. Yes, even if a slight flavor stays inside the ash gourd, the taste would be horrible and it would also decompose. That is, it won't stay. When you want to store this piece afterwards, after making, it will decompose. That is, it would get spoiled. So you have to wash it properly. You have to literally wash it as many times as possible. Throw away the water, wash it again. Repeat this process until unless you are sure that there is no lime remained in the water. So just wash it. This I am showing you like this. You can simply flush it in the basin only. In a sieve you can do this. It's much easier for you to work like that. Since I had to make a video, so I am showing it like this. See, now it is clean. Now comes the main stage. Yes, so I've just taken a pan and I'm going to drop those ash gourd pieces. Can you see the color? It has taken a very translucent type of color. I'm going to just submerge it so that the pieces are easily dipped in the water. And now comes the boiling part. Yes, I'm going to just boil it so that it becomes tender. So I'm going to just boil. Also, this will help to remove if there's any excess of lime. That is, if there's any remaining of lime is there, that will also get removed while boiling, while it's get cooked up. So I'm just boiling it up so that it becomes a bit tender. Cooking takes about 15 minutes. And see, it's done. It's cooked. It has become soft. I'm just checking it up. It has become spongy. That is the texture I require. And now I'm going to again throw away this water. Yes, I'm going to just take out and remove that water. It's actually taken that texture of the Agra Petha, but it's not sweet. It has got no flavor right now, neither sweet neither savory. So that water I've thrown it away, and again I've dropped this portion into a pan, and now I'm adding a mixture of erythritol, stevia, sugar-free powder in it. Yes, drop that powder in it and simply mix it up. You have to simply mix it up and you have to cook it on a slow flame. Yes, see, This is the sweetening part of the petha. I am adding a little water, about half a cup, so that it becomes a syrup, and also it absorbs the sugar, and I am going to let it cook until all the water dries up. Cover and cook on slow flame so that the water dries up. Stir it in between. Be careful that it doesn't get burnt, and slowly it will absorb all the liquid will vanish and it will sweeten up. Yes, the ash gourd will sweeten up. Now I am going to add some lemon juice into it. Just stir it, and again I am going to let it cook on slow to medium flame until and unless all the water vanishes. And you can taste it. If you find it is less sweet, you can add more sweetener to it, that is your stevia erythritol, or you can use monk fruit, swerve, whatever sweetener you can get hold of. Better to use natural sweeteners, and let it cook until unless it starts drying. Can you see it started drying? The vessel has become a bit white, and slowly almost all the water will vanish off. See, perfectly cooked. I just tasted one piece and it's heavenly. It's quite tasty. So my ash gourd candy is done, or the petha is done, and now comes the final stage. Yes, you must be thinking so many stages are there, but actually it's not a difficult one, only there are many stages, otherwise it's very easy to make. Now comes the drying stage. So you need to dry these pieces. Yes, just spread it out on a rack. Yes, so there is a space in between, and I'm going to let it stay like this for at least 3 to 4 hours so that it gets dried up. Some of the pieces has fallen down, so I'm going to take it out again and again put it on top. See, these are my sweetened ash gourd candy. You can enjoy it like this only, but I prefer to make it a bit dry. It's almost dry now, and now I'm going to cover it up with the erythritol stevia mixture. So I have taken erythritol stevia mixture in a bowl, and I'm going to simply roll it up. See, it has completely dried off after 3 to 4 hours, and I'm just simply rolling it up so that well, it's very humid over here. When I made this video I had made a long time back. So see, all the coating has been absorbed, and it has again taken that soft liquidy color, that is your moistened color, and my pethas are made. You can simply drop some rose petals. You can simply use it like this also. And so if you have liked it and enjoyed it, just go and make these lovely Agra Petha, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel and post comments and queries. I would love to answer it. And yes, do keep subscribing, because your subscription motivates me to come out with lovely new recipes, to curate recipes. Thank you.